Manjita, we are all set. Please go ahead.
Yes, sir. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to this round of webinar hosted by Rockwood. I am Manjita, working as part of the English faculty at Rockwood, and I am thrilled to be your host today. Whether you are a student, a parent, or an educator, this webinar is created to offer valuable insights into the thrilling journey that awaits you. The topic of our today's webinar is Achieving Success in IITJEE, NEET, and other competitive exams. Before we dive in, let's take a look at our agenda for the day. First, we'll have a quick look at the staff at Rockwood. Then, we will look at some of the most important courses and scholarships that are offered here at Rockwood. Further, we'll have a look at some of the most important strategies and tips which can be adopted to follow competitive examinations. We'll further have detailed look at one of the most important competitive examinations that are IITJEE and NEET. Further, we'll have a look at the Rockwoodian approach, which is followed here in order to ensure success of students in the competitive examinations. Next, we'll look at why Rockwood is a better choice when it comes to making choice for the right institution for the students. Apart from IITJEE and NEET, we'll also have a look at some of the other competitive examinations for which our future leaders are prepared here. And further, it will be wrapped up by a quick round of question and answers. So let's delve in. Before we begin our today's webinar, before we get into the agenda of the day, allow me to introduce to you our panelists for the day. Our first panelist, Mr. Subramaniam Rangineni. I extend a very warm welcome to Mr. Subramaniam Rangineni, the Principal and CEO of Rockwood Junior College. Sir holds a BTech degree from NIT Warangal. He has also pursued a Master's in Education, further enhancing his understanding of effective pedagogy and student development. He is a visionary leader, exemplifying patience and approachability, creating a welcoming environment for all members of the school community. His leadership and commitment to excellence inspires both staff and students to reach their full potential. Next, we have with us Mrs. Shirisha. Mrs. Shirisha is an MSc and B.Ed. She is the Dean for grades 11th, 12th, and NEET long-term at our institution. With over 20 years of experience in intermediate colleges, she has demonstrated expertise in executing IITJEE main, advanced, and NEET coachings. Ma'am has served at remarkable positions such as Principal, Dean, HOD, AGM, and faculty across various reputed institutes. Ma'am has made remarkable contributions to the success of numerous students, paving the way for their achievements as doctors and engineers. I would like to extend a very warm welcome to both of you, ma'am and sir. As we begin with the first agenda of our webinar, which is getting to know more about Rockwood. As we all know, Rockwood stands as symbolism of success and academic excellence. At Rockwood, we are committed to fostering academic excellence and providing opportunities for aspiring individuals to achieve their educational goals. We have the faculty that we have at Rockwood serves as the core of the institute which ensures your child's success. Allow me to introduce the faculty at Rockwood, as I would like to request Mr. Subramaniam to introduce the core faculty of Rockwood to our audience.
Thank you very much, Manjita, for great introduction of myself. And very good evening, everyone. Let me quickly take you through the faculty members of Rockwood Junior College here. So let me begin with our leadership team first. Our institution is headed by Mr. Rama Naidu, and he himself is a great and lifelong learner, I would say. He has completed his engineering in computer science from NIT Warangal, and apart from that, he holds management degrees from ISB and then XLRI, and he also has recently completed one of the degree from London Business School as well. And he is expert in planning and also operational excellence. Next in line is myself. I also hold a degree from NIT Warangal and have good experience across various foreign countries as a software professional. And for last 10 years, I have been in this domain and taking care of institutions and building careers for students. And then we also have Miss Sriranjani. She is our headmistress, and she helps in managing day-to-day operations in our campus. And then we also have Miss Sirisha, who is one of the panel members in today's discussion, who has over 20 plus years of experience, and she is running, working as a dean, especially for 11th, 12th, and NEET long term. And through her career, she has built many engineers and doctors, especially working for top-notch batches for these competitive examinations. And then our physics department is headed by Mr. Malesh and Dharma. Put together, they have over 30 plus years of experience between both of them, and they have been taking care of physics, especially in IITJEE, both in main and advanced, and they also have expertise in NEET and also MSET. And then our botany and geology department, it is headed by Mr. Venkatesh. He handles himself, botany subject, and then Mr. Raju and Sai Prakash, they handle geology, and they are experts in NEET and MSET. And our chemistry department is headed by Mr. Dayasagar Reddy, who also has experience, over 20 plus years of experience, and he is very well supported by Mr. Rajendra Reddy. Again, they are experts in preparing children in chemistry across IITJEE and NEET and MSET. And our mathematics department is headed by Mr. Syed Rahmatullah, who has over 30 plus years of experience, and Mr. Venkat Rao, who supports him very well, especially in terms of the board, and Mr. R. Ravi, who has experience and expertise in preparing children IITJEE and advanced. And these are our commerce faculty, Mr. P. Srinivas, who handles both economics and business studies, and Miss Pooja Kumari, she handles English, and Miss Anita handles business studies and accountancy. And we also have counselor in the form of Anusha. She ensures children have well set goals, and she also counsels children to ensure that they do not have anxiety and they are well set in terms of especially attending competitive examinations. Apart from these faculty, we also have floor coordinators and subject-wise junior lecturers. These faculty members support in terms of supporting our senior faculty members, doubts clarifications and paper corrections, and one-on-one kind of support for every type of learner that we have in our campus. That is about our faculty members. Manjita, back to you.
Thank you, sir. After having a look at the core faculty members at Rockwoods, allow me to invite Mrs. Sirisha to shed some light on the diverse range of courses and scholarships that are available at Rockwoods.
Yeah, Manjita. Good evening. Good evening to all the participants here. Right. The courses offered at Rockwoods here are MPC with maths, physics, and chemistry, integrated JEE main and advanced coaching. By PC or PCB, we have here biology, physics, chemistry, integrated NEET coaching, and we have maths, economics, and accountancy. Here we are giving coaching for CA Foundation, CLAT, SAT also we coach here. And the next is CEC, Business Studies, Economics, Accountancy. And CA Foundation, CLAT, and SAT coaching is given here. And we too have NEET long-term and short-term. And even YAMSET short-term also we had here. Yes, Manjita, this is all about our courses. And next in Rockwoods, we also offer scholarships here based on the daily scholarship tests at our campus. For this, parents need to walk into the campus and write an exam and test. Here we offer up to 50% of scholarships based on their performance. And not only this, early bird offer for registering the college seat at the earliest. Those who are booking the seat at the earliest here will be given a best offer, very less price. And next, not only this, we also award the students, and we recognize their talents and gift them few like chocolates, and we encourage them. Yes, Manjita.
Thank you so much, ma'am. I hope our parents and students must have got some valuable information on the diverse range of courses and scholarships that we have here. Now, turning our attention to next agenda, Mr. Subramaniam, our parents and students might be eager to know about the effective strategies that are adopted here to excel in competitive examinations. Could you kindly share some valuable insights with our parents and students?
Sure, Manjita. In fact, many children and parents ask us about, what is that as a student I must do in order to see success in the competitive examinations. Let me share some of those tips here. First thing is, remember children, and the competitive examinations typically that you write at the end of 12, it contains both year 1 and year 2 syllabus. So syllabus is going to be vast. So starting your preparation early, you will have greatest advantage towards. And throughout the year 1 and year 2, having good study plans, listening to faculty members, practicing during study hours, and also at the end of the day, carrying work to home and completing the remaining work at home. This plan from the beginning of the first year onwards, if you do, it is going to help you, and you can very well crack the competitive examination without any stress. And second tip, I would say, again, very important one, having clarity on the syllabus and also on the question paper pattern. There are a lot of different variety of exams that you have. One is board, other one is IITJEE, main and advanced, MSET, NEET, and CLAT, and SAT, and CUET. Many more examinations are there. Each one has its own pattern. You understanding that pattern itself would benefit you in terms of while you are preparing for that examination. Third one is, whenever you are in doubt, or whoever have seen success in that kind of examination. Sometimes even children who have not seen success, if you talk to them, they will be able to assist you, help you, and all that. Also, children, whenever you are in dilemma, in confusion, reach out to the people, your own friends and your seniors and faculty members, sometimes even parents. Who knows? They might be able to give you good, tip and assistance to you to prepare for the competitive examinations. And fourth one is also very important one. As children prepare, 2 years, it's pretty long journey, right? So throughout the journey, at times, children might get low scores, and sometimes you may get very good score. Both the cases, you should not feel depressed, or you should not feel overexcited, all that. keeping motivated throughout the journey, and having intermittent goals, end goal. Keep verifying your goals at the end of every week or bi-weekly, once in a month, to understand how far you have progressed. All of that would help any child who are preparing competitive examination. Throughout this 2 years journey, taking care of health also would help. Having good food, having good sleep, and having doing little exercises would greatly help you to prepare well for the exams. And lastly, the more the practice that you do, the better you can perform in the exam. There is no substitution to the practice, right? I would strongly encourage all the children to do from the beginning, to follow these steps, so that you can come out of any kind of competitive examinations with flying colors. That would be all from my end, Manjita. Back to you.
Thank you for your enlightening tips, sir. Our next question is Mrs. Sirisha. It is widely acknowledged that NEET and IIT exams are pivotal milestones in shaping one's career. Could you delve deeper into these competitive examinations for the benefit of our students and parents?
Yes, definitely, Manju. Here in Rockwoods, so especially for the MPC students and BIPC students, not only just board coaching, we give here an excellent competitive coaching. And so first about NEET. What is this NEET? So this is a national eligibility cum entrance test for granting a medical admission. If a student wants to get into any medical college, he or she needs to write a NEET exam. And definitely who is going to conduct this NEET is NTA. NTA is going to conduct this NEET like same JEE mains. And what is the qualification for getting into NEET is a student need to complete his physics, chemistry, and biology in 11th and 12th. And they need to score minimum 50% of marks in senior secondary grade. And they need to have a minimum of 17 years of experience. And what's the mode of this examination? The mode of examination is pen and paper for now, as of now, and in future, it may be even online also. Test with multiple choice questions, 3 hours, 20 minutes is exam duration. Next, total we have like a NEET 180 questions out of 200. They need to see 200 questions will be given. Student need to opt only 180 questions, where physics, chemistry, botany, and zoology 35 plus 15 questions, both section A and section B. And this NEET exam is conducted for 720 marks, where each positive question will be carrying 4 marks and negative -1 will be this. And next, if we come to a JEE main, same. JEE main joint entrance examination to enter into best engineering colleges like IITs, NITs, IIITs, and CFTIs. So there are 2 levels of exams. One is JEE main and JEE advanced. The first is any student want to get into IIT, he needs to first attempt JEE main, get qualified in this, and then need to write JEE advanced. Next, what is the qualifying criteria to get into this JEE main? So a student need to qualify in this, need to complete their maths, physics, and chemistry, and must be passed with top 20 percentile in their board exam. So with all this, they can attempt JEE main. Yes, next, what about all about JEE main? Next is how NTA score is used. How this NTA score is used not only for this getting admission to NITs, IIITs, and CFTIs. Even the topmost engineering colleges are taking this NTA score to get a student admitted. NTA score will be used to qualify to appear in JEE advanced examination even. So JEE NTA score, how we do calculate is, so 100 into total number of children who scored equal or less than that marks, and divided by the total number of children who have taken examination in a particular session. Say like we are having morning and afternoon sessions. So morning, for example, if 5,000 students are writing, so 100 into the total number of students who scored equal or less than that percentile by total number. So with the total number of students, 5,000. So this JEE mains is conducted twice in a year, like in the ending of December or the first week of Jan, the first attempt, and next attempt will be in April. And the best score is taken into consideration among the multiple tests. Earlier, we could see mains, they have conducted four sessions. This is a very good opportunity for a student who is opting engineering. Yes, Manjita, this is all about, yes.
Thank you, ma'am. I hope our students must
Yes.
have got some clarity over how to approach preparation and how to go about all the procedure to get into NEET and IIT. Moving on to our next agenda, Mr. Subramaniam, could you elaborate on the distinctive Rockwoodian approach that is adopted in order to ensure the students' success?
Sure, Manjita. I think so far we talked about Rockwood staff and also various courses that we offer, scholarships and NEET and IITJEE. There are a good number of parents have asked me what is that we do in our college. How is that we can help children to prepare for the competitive examinations. Briefly sometime back, I also talked about what is student can do. Now let me talk about what is that we do in our campus to help children to crack the exam. First thing that we do is, all these exams that we talked about so far, they are national level based examinations. So this syllabus is straight away taken from NCERT. So keeping that in mind, we ensure children are mastering NCERT books. That is the first thing that we do in our campus. And second thing, after making children master NCERT, we have Rockwood's curated competitive edge books. And in these books we have questions framed the way how questions come in the competitive examination, MCQ style, and huge number of questions that we have as part of our material, and we make children practice right after syllabus is completed, and that's how they kind of get used to to have such kind of questions as part of study hours and also homework. And third one is we also encourage asynchronous learning. Teaching is something what we do the best in the classrooms. But apart from that, we also follow it up by giving good amount of work, in the study hour and also, at home. So that, what happens in the school, what happens, right after the classes, study hours practice, and then, home practice, all of that are well connected. One will supplement the other. Fourth one is very important one, which we do in our college is not only the subjects that we handle in our college, math, physics, chemistry, botany, zoology. Apart from the core subjects we teaching very well, we also work on, quick reading tips. These competitive examinations, at times children struggle attempting all the questions. The reason for that is, they tend to ignore English component as part of preparation. But at our college, we work in ensuring children are prepared in reading quickly the questions, able to comprehend, able to solve, and able to sit for long hours. So such kind of capacity building activities also we take up at our campus. And mock test, every weekend we do mock test, and that way children continue to understand the difficulties and also assess themselves where they stand. Right after mock test, we also do the counseling, ensure that what questions children could not do well, and what is the solution, and they maintain error analysis notebooks. And time efficiency would nicely creep in with mock tests and counseling and capacity building exercises. And lastly, we also encourage children to learn in groups. So at times, they learn much easier from their own friends. That way, the person who is explaining to also understands even better and deeper. So this 8-step approach, giant wheel approach, we follow at Rockwood Junior College in order to prepare children extensively for the competitive examinations. I hope I answered your question, Manjita.
Thank you so much for your detailed explanation, sir. Continuing with our session, our next agenda, I'd like to ask Mrs. Sirisha, could you illuminate us on what sets Rockwoods apart from other institutions? Why is it that parents and students should choose Rockwoods over any other institution?
Definitely, Manjita. There is no way comparison of Rockwood to any other institute. Rockwood is Rockwood. First of all, if we see the areas here, so personalized attention is here, counseling for assured success. We have only limited number of students, like maximum we keep only 30 students here, where we could not find this in the other colleges. They are keeping minimum 70 students per class, where personalized attention is not at all possible. And there's a first factor we need to appreciate here. And next is we have excellent infrastructure, classroom with a touch screen, a digital boards. The digital boards help the students a lot. I've been observing the students whenever they have a doubt, they just go Google the doubt and get the doubt clarified in seconds. And not only this, they have excellent library, labs, playgrounds, where we could not see playgrounds in many institutes nowadays. And after pandemic, definitely health plays a key role for any children, and this is the right time to be healthy. So all these futures are with us, where we can't find that in the other institutes. And next, not only this, we are preparing a children ready for the future. So we are conducting computer based exams, and we are using the technology here, so that students can use all features present. We are giving here now some uh, providing some tabs and making them write daily practice tests, which earlier it was a difficult task, but now students daily are writing daily practice tests very effectively and get the result immediately after 10 minutes. And even we are posting the result to the students, where it's really excellent program. And as it is 30 students, we can talk with each and every student personally about their result. And if they are not able to do well, we could counsel them and get them ready for the next day exam. And not only this, here in Rockwoods, we are not labeling a child and branding that she is poor or she is good, she is average, and we are not shuffling them into different sections, where this is being done in other colleges. Students being so mostly, I find this kind of system as demotivating a student, and student could not perform in the next examinations. Where here in Rockwood, I could not find such kind of uh, shuffling or degrading a student. A student in a particular batch will be continued the whole academic year in the same batch. And if at all any such student is feeling demotivated, we are giving a personalized counseling with best counselor here weekly. Twice we are giving that, which helps a student really to overcome the stress. Yes, Manjita, all these factors make our Rockwood definitely unique.
Sure, ma'am. Definitely. Thank you so much, ma'am. So apart from discussing all the important agenda for the day, we now open up our last but not the least round, that is question and answers, as part of which we already have a question coming up. The question that's coming up is from one of our participants, and Mr. Subramaniam, I'd request you if you could answer the question. The query is that what if the child is not able to clear IIT or NEET, or what if the child has interest in some other area other than engineering and medical? So, are there any other domains that can be explored? If so, does Rockwoods prepare students for any other competitive examinations? If yes, which are they?
Sure. So, I think, apart from especially for children who wanted to become engineers or even children who wanted to become doctors, in case if they could not crack those exams, one option is, to retry with long term. But I would say there are many other options which, you must look at it. They are equally good, and, with a little bit of clarity on the question paper pattern, who knows, you might be able to get into those campuses. They are also pretty equivalent to, kind of IITs and, NITs kind of colleges. First one is, if you are looking at engineering, I think, BITSAT is one kind of exam. BITS Pilani, which they have 3 campuses in India, 1 campus abroad. Pretty good exam, and very good institutes. And VIT, Vellore Institute of Technology, I think they have 3 campuses. One in Vellore and one in Chennai, if I'm right, and third one in Amravati. Again, good brand, I would say, and Manipal entrance test is, Manipal Engineering College is also one of the prestigious college, I would say, for engineers, and they also conduct MET. And I think we have not mentioned one more here. I think Punjab Law University is also pretty famous, and institute which you can consider writing it. And MSET, which is recently renamed as EPSET, again, top, I think 20, 25 colleges are pretty good, I would say, and with a decent preparation, you'll be able to crack that exam. Someone who wanted to go abroad, I think, SAT is one easier option. And somebody wanted to pursue, your degree in the law side, CLAT is, pretty popular exam. Apart from that, LawSet is also one more exam, I would say. If you wanted to look at, on the defense side, National Defense Academy is one more exam. I think twice in a year they do that exam. If you're looking at, design and architecture area, I think you have NID and UCIT examination, apart from BR, which we did not mention it here. Those exams, you can take it up. And one more very popular exam, most of the students are looking at is, Central University entrance test, which, across every state, you'll find, 1 or 2 central universities. And, there are some prestigious, courses are available. And in fact, the top ranking university in our India is IIS, Indian Institute of Science. They have 2, one in Bangalore and other one is in Pune. And for getting into those colleges, CUT is the criteria exam that you must need to look at. And IPMAT is one more exam which is becoming very popular. Indian Institute of Management, where we used to have MBA, through CAT. Now they have started, bachelor courses as well. And, in order to get those institutes, you can write, IPMAT. These are some exams which I can think of, in case if you don't, if you're not able to see success in the IITJEE main or advanced or NEET. Pretty popular and pretty good choices, I would say.
Thank you, sir. As we all can see that we don't have limited options. We have myriad of options out there. It's just that we have to explore and just never give up, keep working upon. Parents and students, if you have any queries further, you can contact us on the phone numbers that are being displayed on the screen for further information. And you're always ready, always welcome to visit our campus. I hope this webinar served as a comprehensive guide to effective techniques that can be followed and take mindful decisions about choosing the right college, the right institute for ourselves as we delve into this further understanding of making right career choices for us. I hope we have explored valuable strategies and insightful tips.
Thank you all. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Thank you, sir. Thank